I appreciate it. I'm going to rehash it for y'all. I want to talk about the bipolar disorder of the believer. Because being a believer, you definitely going to seem crazy sometimes. Because faith will have you lying. Oh yeah, go ahead and check my credit. Why you don't get up out of here? Oh no, it's mine, it's mine. I believe it. I believe it. I receive it. It's mine. It'll have you crazy because if you don't fully understand it, actually I got to learn how to operate in both. Because as a believer, I got to see lack and still see access. As a believer, I got to see people hating, but at the same time see supporters. As a believer, I got to learn to do both. And that's what Jesus was doing. He said, Monica, can this cup pass from me? Is there anybody else that can do this? This is one of the moments in history in the Bible where you literally see Jesus' humanity. What is in the cup that make him want to pass it up? He healed the sick. He brought blind eyes back. He let people walk from the dead. What is it in the cup that make him want to forfeit? He didn't come here to raise the dead. He didn't come here to lay hands on the sick. He didn't come here to heal blind eyes. He only came to die. And if everything he came to do, he want to give it up. What can make him do it? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get to it, and here it is. We're about to work. And what made him want to give it up is because of the agony and the affliction behind it. Can you imagine suffering for something that ain't yours? Any leader understand what I'm saying, because you're suffering for something that ain't yours, something that somebody else gonna benefit from. I wish I had about 2 mamas in here just testify the suffering you had to go through with your kids just for the benefit of their life. You ain't saying none of the stuff you took. People running their mouth, daddy acting crazy, child support ain't coming in, but you still stand there. You understand the suffering of being in that position. The suffering of giving birth to something. It's the same thing in leadership, running a business, entrepreneurship, in the ministry. They both the same thing. And God told me to marry them both. Here I go. I want to let you know, you got to understand, this is one of Jesus' checkpoints as it relates to his life and his ministry. It was a checkpoint where he had to realize what God was calling for him to do. Lastly, when we talk about the oil, not only the purpose of the oil, not only the process of the oil, what's in there, but the oil got profit. Not prophecy, because y'all tongue talkers. But the oil, watch this now, have value, Liz. Osea Williker blessed me there. He said, stop doing stuff and people ain't giving you nothing. Like, no, freely give what God gave it to me. I'm blessed, man. I ain't worried about it. I ain't got no honorary. And to this day, I don't got no honorary. I don't got no set amount that you got to give me to come. But what I have learned, Pastor Jay, and I'm going to rant for a minute because I chase squirrels. My daddy shoot rabbits. It's in our family. No longer will I'm talking about Pastor RG3, do anything without it being reciprocated. I'll throw this mic. Nah, don't clap because you my mama. They're going to think y'all don't support too much, Pastor J, because they're going to think, Miss Irritated, y'all don't support too much because your mama, you're supposed to do it. What I'm trying to tell people, I will no longer do something when somebody won't refuse to sow back into me. And no. It ain't about the money because I go to work tomorrow. If it was about the money, I wouldn't be here. Liz, can I talk about church money? Don't worry about it. I won't go too much. But I'm being real. It's a lot of preaching that people hurting in church. And I'm ranting for a minute. People on Facebook saying what the church should do, the church ought to do this. Do you realize people put blank envelopes up here? Yes. Don't say nothing, leaders. Don't say nothing. Liz, don't say nothing. They're going to think you rehearsed this. And the folk don't say nothing. You know, when I was growing up, they did finance in the front of the church. No envelopes, they count. We got 500. I need another 600. Then you come up there. I said a 20. That's a 10, woman of God. Oh, I thought it was a 20. I bet you did. Bet you did. It's a 10, though. Thank the Lord. Same thing. We're gonna raise $15,000 for the anniversary. Watch this, 8 o'clock. This is what God told me. It's on us too. It's our fault too. Because what happened, Pastor Jackson? Watch this now. They think we raised the $15,000. Because nobody go and say, well, asking them check bounce and it costs us money. So instead of 15, we only did 35, and it cost the preacher $2,000 to come. So your $15,000 only $1,500. I know, don't invite me if you don't like this. Here it is. The problem is, so then somebody in the street will blame the church because they see Negro cars lying. Oh, they packed today. Can I tell you, the bigger the crowd, the less the offering? I will leave. The biggest offering I ever seen at Impact Church North, it was 3 people in there. The first time we opened up on Line Avenue, it was 98 people in there. I think we might have hit $100. And I preached 7 years without no money. And I ain't never said nothing. First year I came to both service and preached because my dad was out. Never asked for nothing. Yeah, that's personal, but it's real.